Well, welcome to our second edition of Coaches Corner.
All right.
For everybody watching, this is Michelle Voiland. She is our newest addition to the staff. Only hired a few months ago. So welcome to the show.
You too. It's an eternity ago.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll start off just by talking about that. I mean, you were hired just 2 months ago, right around the time the coronavirus really hit Walla Walla and the campus. In these times, what have you been doing to really kickstart the program? But in this new normal, this social distance setting that we have.
All right. Well, I mean, I was really fortunate that I was hired March 1st. So I was really fortunate to be able to get out to Walla Walla from Oregon and be on campus for 2 weeks. So I was happy to meet everyone on campus, get onboarded, and then most importantly, meet with the girls. So, I was able to get together, have individual meetings with them, really put a face, to each person, hear kind of what they were interested in working on for the next year and get their thoughts, and also meet up with the seniors. And it was great. So I'm really glad I had that opportunity before everyone left campus and, obviously hasn't been able to return. I was able to move out here before the stay-at-home order. So, I've been in Walla Walla now since I think March 18th. And it's definitely been a little different than what I expected, but I'm just glad I got a chance to get out here and meet the girls. So.
And one of the challenges right now, I think, going around the nation for coaches is recruiting. That's a very in-person and personal experience that you have with incoming athletes. Obviously you're looking really at the upcoming season, but talk about the challenges of recruiting, and we'll get into, you announced your incoming class, we'll get into that, but just talk about the challenges of recruiting and how you've had to kind of shift that focus to be able to recruit in a different way, because this isn't your first rodeo. You've done a lot of this before, so you're going to be doing something a little different right now. Talk about those challenges.
Yeah, I mean, recruiting, I think, for everyone, it's so challenging in that we cannot go to a field. We are not in a position right now to see anybody playing the game. We're relying a lot on video, so highlight videos, game video. Again, lots of conversations. Been having a lot of phone conversations, and that's been great. I think the biggest challenge right now is just for the 2021 class is for them, one, to get on campus, and two, to get an opportunity to meet them and see them play in person. So one of the big things, that I'm one of the most important things is to see players play. So I think all the coaches out there were really waiting. Are we going to be able to have showcases? Probably not. So ID camps, is going to be the next big push. So hopefully we'll have an opportunity to get kids on campus. I've had a lot of conversations and kids are excited. So when we hear about the dates that we could do this, maybe it's July or August, we're definitely going to have kids on campus to do an ID camp, meet them, see them play. They'll get a chance to see campus, meet me. Hopefully, we'll have some players around that could come in and help out as well with the camp. So I'm excited about the future. I've had a lot of really great conversations. One of the things that's been very different are Zoom calls. So, getting together with a coach and they brought their players in and we'll do a Zoom conversation, college talk. They'll ask some questions. I could chat with them about Whitman and some of the process in college and some of the differences between Division I and II and Division III college athletics. So it's been, a little different, but
Sure.
At the end of the day, it really comes down to those relationships, meeting people. The in-face Zoom conversations have been a lot of fun. So we'll just keep that going and hopefully we'll get these kids on campus in the near future.
Yeah, and you mentioned developing those relationships, obviously with incoming classes, but also with your current team who you're just trying to meet for the first time. Talk about your interactions with those players and what you've been doing to kind of get to know them and then kind of create a sense of pride amongst the team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, at least I got to meet them face to face before they all left campus, so that was really helpful. We did conversations. I've had phone calls with all the players. Our juniors were very disappointed in that they had to come back from study abroad, but we, on the positive side, they've been a part of this April and this non-traditional time of year where normally we'd be on the soccer field and they'd be in other countries, but they were able to be here. So what we've been doing as a group is getting together on Saturday mornings at 11, and we'll talk, we'll do some chalk talks. We're working on some formation stuff that we would normally be doing on the field. So that's been really fun for them. And they've been, engaged in that. And then they really wanted to be involved in the community, even though they're not here. So we've put together some things that they've been working on to give back in some way. The other thing that we've been doing is being connected in the social media. So they really worked hard to put some things together. We've got some things working right now with our seniors, showcasing the seniors. We've had a few kids doing some volunteering out there. And so we're just trying to have a little bit bigger presence on our social media. We've got some videos that'll be coming up throughout the summer and some intros. So
yeah, talk a little bit about those. We've had conversations about those videos that your team's been doing. Kind of give a little preview of what you got coming up.
Well, they're doing, we did like an IM video just to kind of show that it's something that the SAC program, that the SAC students did, just to show that they're more than just a soccer player. So those are kind of fun. So we'll be putting that out. And then some intro videos. So about 4 or 5 groups of players just introducing themselves, putting a face to the name and position and where they're from. The other things that we've been doing are we're looking to put together some skills videos, kind of similar to what our baseball program has done, to put up once a week, just to for kids to access, and also to have that presence throughout the summer. So that it's been interesting getting them organized. They're very busy. It's been a crazy busy month, but I think they've done a really nice job of putting those things together, and we're looking forward to having a bigger presence on social media for our recruits, for our alums, for our fans, for the families, and just the players. They like to get involved, and so we're excited about that.
I just want to circle back to your incoming class or the release that we announced a few weeks ago. What give us a little snapshot of that recruiting class, and we have a couple kids from Walla Walla High School. So yeah, just fill us in a little bit.
Yeah, it's really exciting. When I got here, we had 2 players from the 2020 class that were enrolled. They went through the early decision process, Hannah Lynch and Emily Bardsley, and they are both goalkeepers. So we were very excited to have 2 goalkeepers to add to our crew with Ellie Wolf. So we have 3 going into the fall. But we didn't have any other players. So I'm just happy. I had some great conversations with players that had been admitted into Whitman. So we've got 5 additional players coming. So 2 girls from the Seattle area, Reese Wharton and Elise Aru, both play midfield up there. And then we're adding 2 girls from Walla Walla. Very excited about Neff and Amelia. They're both local girls. They're first generation college students. They're so excited to be a part of the program. Their coach is super proud of them, their families. Obviously, we're looking forward to getting the fans from Walla Walla out to the games to support them. Sure. Just fantastic young women. And let's see, I think I forgot someone. So Cameron from Oregon, call her P-Dub. She has a pretty long last name. She's also going to be joining us there in the midfield. So very excited about having now 7 players coming into that 2020 class. It's really great. We have a couple more players that we're talking to. So, that we also have some players that are going to come try out in the fall and see if they fit into
Fantastic.
the already attending school. So that's great.
Well, before I let you go, just like on a personal note, how are you doing? How have you been adjusting to this new normal? I know we hear from the governor about our different phases coming up. And so what have you been doing? Well, we know what you've been doing, but how have you just kind of been handling it in general?
Yeah, obviously it's been a little bit strange moving to a new town and then literally not being able to meet people.
Sure. You're in the office for just a few days, it seemed like, and then gone.
Yeah, that was it. So, it's obviously been challenging. I think everyone has their different challenges being in the quarantine. I'm really happy with the weather. We've got awesome sunshine here. It's a little different than some of the rainier spring days of the Oregon time. So it's just great. I get a chance to go out. I live in a really nice part of town, so I can go on some nice walks, try to get outside and, enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine. I can see behind, you've got the flowers.
Yeah, I try and create a good, visual for these interviews. So it is a nice day. It's warm. It's been warm for about a week now. So it's good. So,
yeah, I just, I think the biggest challenge is just trying to stay connected and keep positive. So, some days are easier than others. Some days are really challenging. I think everyone's in that. This is not a normal situation. It's just very new and very challenging. So trying to make the most of it. And sometimes if, you just go outside, go for a walk. That's kind of been my motto, and take a little breather. So just try to keep on top of things, keep it positive, enjoying my conversations with my team, trying to keep those guys connected and motivated. That's been a lot of fun. I just had a conversation on Zoom with the seniors. They're doing great. They've passed their oral exams and turned in their big final papers and projects, and they're getting ready for finals. And so, just kind of wrapping all those things up. It's nice to have Zoom and Google Meet and those.
Right.
Obviously, personal interaction will be fun. We had a great Zoom call for one of our coaches from volleyball who moved on, and it was kind of fun to see everybody's face and have a good laugh.
Taylor Stewart.
Yes, Taylor. Yes. So, it's hard to be the new one when you don't get to meet people, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to when we can all start interacting and getting together and, getting back to what we do, which is being around our people.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, thanks for joining us. Stay safe and keep up the good work, and have a good rest of the day.
All right, John. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.